So we now have the Sizzle Season 2024 update trailer, and it is absolutely full of all kinds of hidden details that you might have missed. Whilst we all know about the major new content additions like the new map, weapons, and the big run, there are tons of extra little additions hidden within this trailer that I wanted to share with you. Some mark some really exciting new additions and changes for Splatoon overall, so I'm really excited to share everything. Starting us off, at the very beginning of the trailer, we can see the band Sashimori is returning to Splatoon 3. I believe this is their first appearance within the game. We haven't seen them since Splatoon 2, so it's always cool to see bands make a comeback in the game. After all, it does take a while sometimes, and some are still missing, I believe, so it's good to see Sashimori come back. I personally wasn't a huge fan of the new song, honestly. I just felt like it was a bit and I've seen a lot of other people kind of sharing the same opinion. It's fine, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's still cool to see Sashimori make a comeback, especially for fans of Splatoon music. Next, we have a new emote, and this one I believe internally has been recognized as Big Jump. So yeah, it's basically a jump animation where your character does the peace sign at the end. It's just a cute little emote. I like it personally. You can see it performed here by two different players. This new emote will most likely be available through the new Sizzle Season 2024 catalog, so you'll have to keep an eye out for that and see what level it will be out when Nintendo actually reveals the full catalog, hopefully in the next week or so. There are other new emotes as well, which we will be checking out in this video. Now we have new kits, and of course with a new update comes new kits. Thanks to Noodle on my Discord server, they basically gathered all of the kits they could discover so far, so we're going to check out everything we know. For the Mint Decavitator, we have Big Bubbler, so that should be the special weapon on that. For the new Custom Hydra, we have Splattercolor Scream. For the Custom Range Blaster, we have Kraken Royale. For the Bamboozler Mark II, we have the Super Chump. For the new Dowser Julies, we have Triple Ink Strike. For the Wellstring V, we have the Ultra Stamp. For the new Heavy Edit, we have Crab Tank, and for the new Recycled Brella, Triple Splashdown. It's not known if this is all of the kits yet. There's other things potentially that Nintendo hasn't revealed, and of course we don't have any of the sub-weapons here yet, although I do potentially believe it was revealed that the Range Blaster, if I'm not wrong, actually did have a Splat Bomb. I might be wrong on that one, but I feel like that's kind of what they showed off in the trailer, so potentially Noodle missed that one. If you noticed anything that we missed here as well, definitely leave a comment down below because I'd love to hear any other kits that we've seen. But of course, in the coming week or so, Nintendo will reveal all of the kits one by one, so it'll be exciting to see exactly what they've added. Curiously, it doesn't seem like we'll have kits for the new weapons yet, so if somehow this is going to be the final update, it kind of makes you wonder what would be going on in that regard. Will some of these weapons never get second kits? Or will Nintendo still be continuing to update things like that in the future? We'll have to wait and see. Next we have the brand new map, and a really cool detail about this one is it is horizontally symmetrical rather than vertically symmetrical. So you have two spawn points on each side of the map rather than one at each end. I really like this. This has been quite a rare thing in the Splatoon games. There is at least one map, I believe, from each game that does feature this style of layout, and Splatoon 3 has finally gotten one. This is a really great looking map in my opinion. First of all, that's a fantastic addition, which I do not believe any other Splatoon 3 map currently has, so that's something I'm very happy about. And just the fact you've got this massive area in the middle, the sort of top middle of the map, is really great, and it's going to make for some great matches. Also, this map seems to have a lot of gimmicks with moving platforms and such, which I've always wanted to see more of. The airport stage we got in the last update was absolutely fantastic, in my opinion the best map in the entire game, and I honestly feel like this one is going to go down as one of the absolute best games too. This is not a hallway stage, this is not a Tetris stage, this is just a great map, and one that I feel like we would have seen in past Splatoon games, so I'm personally really happy that it's here, and I'm glad that we finally got something that isn't just vertically symmetrical. Let me know your thoughts about this one down in the comment section below though. Are you excited to check it out? Speaking of this new map, a really cool little detail which you can see highlighted here is you can actually see the area from the very start of the game nearby. I always love it when the maps of the game have references or show off other connected areas. It really gives you a good idea of what the world actually feels like and where everything is placed. So to know that this one is so close to the opening area of the game is something I find really cool. And of course we did get a train as well multiple times in Splatoon 3. The trains are quite a big thing. So I guess this is generally just where everyone gets their trains, and it kind of connects all of the different areas together, which is something I find so cool. I love the lore and world building they're doing by introducing this map. I think it's fantastic. Next, we can see another new emote. Here it is. It's a cool looking emote in my opinion, sort of like a kind of, you know, cracking your knuckles together to get ready for a match. So yeah, once again, this should be available with the new catalog, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's how they will introduce it. So we'll just have to keep an eye out to see what level this reward could possibly be. If it is in this video, then I'm guessing it should be a fairly significant level reward, so they'll probably make players work quite hard for it. But who knows, hopefully we get that video showing off the full catalog soon after I upload this video. Speaking of which, it appears like Scorched Gorge might have gotten a slight rework, as you can see here. There are some new elements that I don't believe are in the existing version of Scorched Gorge, like some new boxes on crates and such. And whilst that might not exactly seem like a big deal, that is very par the course for the other reworks we've seen them do with maps already in Splatoon 3. Now, something really interesting is that Scorched Gorge appears twice within this trailer. One at the end, which I'm going to talk about more in detail, and it has less to do with Scorched Gorge and more what is actually being shown. But the fact that they did show off Scorched Gorge randomly twice within this does make me feel like a map rework is definitely on the cards, and it seems like we might be getting those changes right away rather than in the mid-season balance update. Moving on, we have some big run map changes as well. Here you can see highlighted that Inkblot Academy actually has some new stairs that were previously not there. So it definitely appears like they will be changing up some of the maps at least a little bit, maybe to accommodate for the fact that big runs will actually have 3 King Salmonids at once. If that is the case, I think that could be really cool to see what changes they make, or maybe they even took in some player feedback just to make the maps feel a little bit better. I'm not really sure how these stairs will kind of impact too much, but it is kind of curious to me all the same. I definitely feel like the existence of a big run is probably the most exciting part of this update so far, so I'm really curious to see what other types of changes they might possibly make. An interesting one is that it appears like it might be only Grizzco weapons when you're actually facing against the 3 King Salmonids, which would definitely make a lot of sense, since, you know, you're going to need some extra powered help to take them down as they are very tough. It appears like the other regular waves at the very least will include regular weapons, you know, the case where we have one special Grizzco weapon and then it's just random normal weapons. But perhaps for this special wave with King Salmonids, it'll be only Grizzco weapons to give us a bit of a hand. That would definitely be really cool and something I am very much hoping for. Now, one of the biggest details that I do feel like a lot of people might have missed is the teaser for potentially the final Splatfest at the end of the trailer. We can see here this jelly has a bag which has 3 different emblems for Splatfest, and it appears like they might actually represent the 3 different idol groups of the game. A lot of people have been speculating, including myself, that the final Splatfest theme might be which idol group do you prefer or something along those lines. Of course, a lot of people also do believe that this could just be a special Splatfest for summer, as it was discovered within the game that something called Special Splatfest codename Sweat was discovered. And they definitely could be hinting towards that here, given the fact that the jelly is shown wiping off sweat, and of course it's on Scorched Gorge. So I really don't know at this point. It's really hard to say what it will actually represent. Although at the very least I'm confident it is Splatfest related, even if it is not the final fest in the game, so we'll just have to wait and see what Nintendo shares. I really hope they share some information soon to kind of quell the speculation. I know I'm adding to it here, but I really want to know, and I'm sure you all do too. Let me know any other interesting details you've discovered during the Sizzle Season 2024 update. I would love to hear. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Splat Gang so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe for more Splatoon news and content.